Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, that one. It's time to level up to level 4. We finally managed to get Shadowheart over the bar to 4th level XP last time. So, let's start with Leo, the Paladin. Through experience, you acquire new power. Our hit points are now 36. Class features Lay on Hands. You gain an additional Lay on Hands charge to heal yourself or your allies. We can now prepare 7 spells, but they're still the first level spells. So, Bless, Cure Wounds, Heroism, Divine Favor, Searing Smite, Thunderous Sight, Wrathful Smite. I think that is fine. And we now get a feat or an ability score improvement. Now, have the feats changed? Looks like pretty standard stuff. We could go Weapon Master here. Increase your strength or dexterity by 1 to a maximum of 20. You gain proficiency. Oh no, wait, I want Great Weapon Master. Great Weapon Master. When an attack with a melee weapon lands a critical hit or kills a creature, you can make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action that turn. Might be a bit less good for us because we use our bonus actions to smite, and so that might not be quite what we're after. So if we look at the ability score improvement, we probably... Oh, we have strength and charisma 17-17. Is that being reflected by these? It is. So strength and charisma 16 and 16 at the moment. So probably just 2 strength to increase our weapon attacks and our weapon attack damage. So strength 18 there, plus 4 to our ability checks. And nothing else to the side. So we'll accept that there. As for Will the Warlock, we get to pick a cantrip, which is fun because previously we've not had the chance to change our cantrips because Will came to us as a pre-made character. What do we fancy? We've already got Eldritch Blast, so we don't need a ranged attack particularly. Let's take Poison Spray. We get to pick a spell. So, Darkness, Crown of Madness, Cloud of Daggers, Blindness, Mirror Image, Shatter, a classic. Oh, let's take Hex. It's only a first level spell, but we can still use all our spell slots. And Hellish Rebuke, Arms of Hadar, and Armor of Agathis I'm still enjoying having, so no need to change anything there. And for an ability score for us, we have 9 Strength, 13 Dex, Con, Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma. Now, normally it would be an immediate increase to Charisma to 18. That will increase our spell attack modifier and our spell save DC on our spell casting. But with Dexterity and Con, both are odd numbers. I'm wondering if we want to do this and get this to +2 and this to +3 for more HP and a higher chance to hit when we melee attack with our Dexterity weapons. The other choice, of course, just being this to have a higher chance to hit when we cast Eldritch Blast and our other spells. Let's do the more interesting thing, and we'll do that rather than just slamming everything into Charisma. We don't have to min-max every decision every time. Shadowheart also gets a cantrip. We can have Light or Thaumaturgy. Let's take Light because we don't want to be terribly charismatic because we're now wearing the Ring of the Smuggler, which gives us a -1 to our Charisma. So we'll take Light, no harm in that. Our prepared spells, I do not want Bane. I do not want Lesser Restoration. I don't know why the game changes these things for me. Unless... were those the things that I had prepared? I feel like they weren't, but I don't know what else I would have had prepared. Really. Let's just go with that. And the same ASI choice here. So being a Wisdom casting character and with rounded numbers on everything else, we will simply go +2 in wisdom up to 18. And Gale, the wizard. So we also get to pick a cantrip. Let's go with Shocking Grasp for a melee attack if things are too close to us to do anything else good. And then we get to add 2 spells to our spellbook. Now, I know that earlier on we added things like Featherfall and Burning Hands to our spellbook using spell scrolls. So we don't need those. So what else could we pick instead? Let's take Cloud of Daggers. That's an interesting one. And what else? Flaming Sphere could be a fun one to use our concentration on. I don't think we have anything that we often use our concentration on as a wizard. Magic Weapon, not terribly interesting. Enlarge, Reduce. I'm just never going to use it as much as I would want to. Let's take Flaming Sphere. And then what we have prepared, what are we not using very much? Witch Bolt. We'll put in Cloud of Daggers. And I'll keep Misty Step on. It's fine. And as for stats over here, we're going to go increase of ability scores again. And we could go something like Con Charisma, but intelligence being on 16 with a wizard having so much of their stuff directly impacted by their intelligence, we are just going to go like that. And accept on there. So, that is level 4, but what's interesting is that we do have the capacity to get up to level 5. Now, in all of the patches up to now, level 4 was the max. So, traditionally what I would do is kind of rush to level 4 and then just go about my business checking out all of the encounters that are a little bit tougher. So instead, what's probably going to happen now is I'm just going to treat the game as I would normally at level 4. We'll go off and do as many of the encounters as we possibly can. And then when we get to level 5, so be it. Let's hop into a long rest because we've done a few encounters around the place. We'll see if anything interesting is happening back at camp. There is Scratch the dog. Hello, Scratch. How you doing? I would like to pet the dog. Who's a good Scratch? Who's a good Scratch? Good boy. Look at that tail go. Alright, Gale, that is not an exclamation point. That is just your weapon glowing behind you. Will has something they would like to say.
I was watching you at the Grove Gate. You spilled enough goblin blood to fill the Chiontha. Where'd you learn moves like that?
Paladin. I swore an oath to my deity. In return, I bear her strength.
Your gift is near blinding. Your deity must have blessed you twice over. The blade's not often keen on sharing his glory. But if he has to, better it be with a champ like you.
How about you? How did you become the Blade of Frontiers?
Was a time I didn't amount to much. But then, a higher purpose called to me. Killed a few goblins, freed a few captives, and I was hooked. The only life I want is a hero's. Now, let's get some rest. I do my best goblin killing at sunup.
Anyone else for a quick word? No? Alright then. Are you immune to anything? Attack of opportunity, extra attack, great weapon fighting, resistant to necrotic. Because what's interesting is, if we examine over here, at least last time I tried, this guy could not be hurt. They were just immune to all damage types. Hence the 1 HP. But this guy, I don't know about. I wonder if you could pick a fight with them if you really wanted to. But that is not a story for right now. We need enough supplies for a rest. Not the owlbear egg, thanks. perfect. A dinner of potatoes, apples, and an orange. We'll take that full rest.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
Right, I've never done this, I don't think, but being a paladin of righteousness, I think I'm just gonna attack Astarion. A rare change of pace, but see how this goes. We're not gonna take Bless. Oh dear. Reroll? Plenty of inspiration. Oh my god. Go on, we just need to roll an 8. There you go. What's Camp gonna think to that? Is Astarion just over there bleeding? Can we deny it?
A vampire in our midst, on top of everything. I really would cherish a little boredom right now.
You may get your wish now that Astarion is dead.
Knowing our luck, I doubt any respite will last. He wasn't the worst company. Bloodlust aside. I think part of me will miss him.
Alright, well, Astarion is no more. I will take his supply pack, grease bottles, healing potions, and thieves' tools. We'll leave his clothes on his body rather than just leaving a half-naked corpse there. How are we doing for weight capacity? Not great. Although that said, we sort by weight. We have 9 of these. If we send those to Will, we free up a bunch of our weight, and Will is not carrying a whole lot here, so I don't think we need to stash too much stuff right now. So, where did we leave from? Bogrot. That is the Blighted Village. Since we started it, shall we head back down and finish what we started? So, back down here. Can I climb on this? Climb on. And then jump up here. Will everyone else follow? Yes, yes they will. Lovely. So, because we burnt the webbing on the previous pathway, this becomes an easier way for us to meander through here. Now, we are going to have to deal with all of these rope things, although probably do that without too much harm, right? Here are the ettercaps from before. Now that we're on the other side of this river. Nothing for us there. Shadowheart finally escaping the cobwebs. Jewels, swords. apprentice's backpack. Apprentice's journal. 3 Uktar 1371 DR. Let it be known that I have left my homeland because I was bound to my master and not because I chose to. Were it not for the oath I swore, I would still be home serving the Zolkirs and not tending to hogpox in this crude hamlet. However, an oath is an oath and I will serve him, as is my duty, until I am released. The early journal entries are written in a delicate, intricate script that gets rougher and wilder the more pages you turn. It ends with one hastily scrawled entry. They did it. The Dark Justicars got the old bastard before the Zolks could. Now he's bleeding out, and once he's gone, I'll be free of this oath. I can go back. I'll return to the Tome of Necromancy he stole. They'll forgive me. They'll know I'm loyal. The key gem's secure in the tunnels. Once I have it, I'll slip into the cellar, take what I can carry, and then home. Well, we found that Tome of Necromancy previously. Oh, a greater healing potion. Nice to have. But we still have a key gem to find. Another old backpack. A loot. I'll leave it. I don't need to torture you all with my inability to play music. A great sword, a studded shield. That's the gold coin we threw down previously. Right. Let's keep exploring these tunnels. Down here. An old, small settlement of some kind. Anything in your barrels? Water? No. A bloody journal? Alright. We won't worry about that too much. We've done enough reading. A heavy chest. Gold, onyx, and spider step boots. Uncommon boots, spider step, immune to being inwebbed. Let's give those to Will, shall we? Will is the one of us who's most likely to be toe-to-toe with somebody else, I think. Rather than the full casters.
Just a peek.
A wicker chest. Scroll of Burning Hands, Scroll of Ray of Frost, and Scroll of Web. Let's send that to Gale, Gale, and Gale again. An ornate diagram is drawn upon this parchment depicting a ritual of some kind. At the bottom, 2 figures, a spider and an elf, are sketched within overlapping circles. A single word is penned beneath them. Transcendence. Right. There's nothing else here. I don't think I need a cleaver. Or some random bottles.
Let's get going.
Alright, so we'll keep pressing forward. So if we all climb up here together. This skeleton. Nothing. Will. You are now immune to being inwebbed, so let's see what's in this backpack. Oh.
A hero at heart.
Will, thank you. Healing potion and some gold. You'd love to see it.
Ever onward.
And then dead goblin over here. I'm sure we can all make that journey relatively safely. Relative safety is a wide arc of possibilities, but I think we'll be okay. More cash.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Yeah, but Shadowheart wanted boredom, don't you remember?
Best be on my way.
Right, let's get cautious
Time to press ahead.
and see what's happening over here. Classic end of a big dungeon boss fight energy over here. And there is the Phase Spider Matriarch. So, obviously, we don't want to be killed by that. How are we going to start off proceedings here? There's a regular spider down there. There's another cliffside over here. And then there's a clutch of eggs, another clutch of eggs, and a third clutch of eggs. But let's see what we can do, shall we? Will.
Watching and waiting.
You cannot be enwebbed. Oh my god, how have I not changed your light padded armor into some kind of armor that
Waste any more time.
is not that? Alright, that is my next priority.
Come first.
Find some regular leather armor for Will, because he has disadvantage on his stealth checks while wearing this, which seems terrible. What I would like to do is get rid of these eggs.
Careful.
Now, we cannot be enwebbed, which is lovely.
Toning things down.
I cannot see their area of observation right now, which is slightly concerning. Right.
Silence is golden.
I'd wait for them to do another lap. I swear the red on this is a lot more vibrant than it used to be. Also, a lot hairier. I guess with each patch, lots of things are going to become more vivid. Oh, come on. Destroy the egg when you hit it. Good stuff. Right, so that is now 6 baby spiders that cannot be introduced into this combat, which I am grateful for. Otherwise, I don't think there's too much else we can do about the rest of this.
Should have worn better boots.
Gale. How far away can we hit this bridge? When that spider is in the middle of it, is the plan. So, spiderweb, 2 to 20 damage. Probably because it's vulnerable. Yeah, flammable. Not because our cantrips have increased in damage yet. I'm just going to wait for the matriarch to come across this web. And then shoot this to set it on fire. It goes prone. Oh my god, somebody hit it before it heals itself. You dick. What a waste of 33 damage. I hate it. I hate it so much. Fine. Alright. We're in a fight. Yes, I will hellish rebuke.
Oh, hells.
If we could, please, actually just shove them off this cliff. Critical miss. That will be a great big no.
No gloom, all doom.
Okay. So. That's probably too far out of our range. Target is obscured. Let's just go for a first level magic missile here because we don't need... We don't have dark vision for Gale, so we don't need to be able to see our enemy clearly with that. They wake up a group of babies. Which is unideal. They join the fray up here. Yes. You dead? Love to see it. Babies all going on the same initiative now because they have group initiative since the previous patch. We don't need to Hellish Rebuke for 3 damage. Oh god. Alright, we're up. Gale.
A tale for the ages.
Now, remember, if we check here, we have Sculpt spells. Create pockets of safety within your evocation spells. Allies automatically succeed their saving throws and take no damage from these spells. So, if we cast Thunderwave here, Will is not going to be impacted by this spell. But everyone else... That went incredibly well. So the big spider's dead, and a bunch of the babies got wrecked during that. Then everyone else still has their actions. That target is too far. Where's this guy? That's the matriarch. We have this spiderling here. We get Dark One's Blessing, which is a lovely thing to have. Gonna push back a little. Not injured enough that I think we need to use any healing right now.
Ready.
We'll take this tiny lull in the middle to bless the party.
Time to push my luck again.
Anything for us to do? That's too far. We could lay on hands for Will. So 16 or 8. 16 would get him up to 33 plus 7.
Battle of wits.
And Gale used his action in the Thunder Wave. Matriarch coming over to say hello. Yes, we will Hellish Rebuke that. Terrible rolls on Hellish Rebuke. One other baby coming over. Right, Will. Are we going to be impacted by the presence of that guy? Yes, we have disadvantage because we are threatened by a creature within 5 feet of us. So I'm going to step to the side and risk the attack of opportunity here. So be it. We can't Hex because we are out of spell slots, but we can just Eldritch Blast here. They might be pushed away. They are. There's 53 damage. Damn.
Can't give up. Not now.
Right, Shadowheart, we will not progress because... Oh wait, we can do this.
Still on my feet.
And also this. Best critical hit ever.
Victory is assured.
And we don't need to do anything with Gale. Spider. Back up. Hits Shadowheart. We are no longer concentrating on Bless, which is a shame. We're going to try for this again, though. And it has 1 HP after taking another 50-odd falling damage. Can we see it? Don't think so.
What now?
I speak, they burn.
Yeah, we're not ever going to have line of sight against this guy, so we're going to wait for them to hop back on up. Shadowheart is suffering. They missed that attack, which is great. If we can simply kill you. Alright.
Afford to let up.
If we can simply kill you. 20 XP for killing a spider matriarch seems a little low.
My faith
Shadowheart is poisoned but not suffering additional damage. Will used both of his spell slots during that fight, so we will take a short rest. He gets both of his spells back, and we get some healing from rolling hit die. or the equivalent of rolling hit die. The Poisoner's Robe. When the wearer casts a spell that deals poison damage, it deals an additional 1d4 damage. Give that to Gale. Now, this item was very bugged in the last patch. We'll put it on for now, keep the other clothes, and see if it is still bugged. Otherwise, we can take Will out of the party and send him down here. Obviously, he cannot be enwebbed, but there is a shiny purple stone down there. What is going... Oh, I'm still on Gale.
Which way to the nearest library?
Right.
Sharp as ever.
When I pull Will out of the group, I want to be focusing on Will, please, game. Then we can head on down here. And
Lies at the bottom?
a smidge of dark amethyst. Unlock the ancient tome.
Just a peek.
A skeleton. There's some good looking armor on that skeleton, apart from the hole in the ribs. Another longbow. Without a ranger or a rogue, longbow, something we're less interested in finding. Definitely need to upgrade Will's armor at the next opportunity though. Alright, let's find our way out of here. We can go through the tunnels back to this bucket at the end of the well. And then climb the rope. And climbing the rope will get us back up into the center of Bogrot where the well is. And we'll be nice and safe from there. Back to the Blighted Village. So, our first encounter at level 4 went quite swimmingly, if you ask me. For now, though, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.